Hello everyone, welcome to the Litany of Catholic Martyrs for June 12th. As always, pray for the families who have loved ones who were martyred on Easter Sunday in Sri Lanka. I offer this ministry so that we don't forget who the martyrs are, what they've done for us, what they continue to do for us, whether they are white or red martyrs. And we have both in this world now, especially in the Eastern countries, especially the Eastern Orthodox, who are being slaughtered each and every day. But the Luciferian media decide not to report it or say anything about it because it's more important to hear about Beyonce than it is to hear about human beings sacrificing their lives for the love of their faith. So I do this as hopefully some kind of a counterbalance to their inability or refusal to acknowledge the fact that not only are we being martyred, all of those being martyred, but in doing that, they martyr and they crucify Christ over and over again. So, with all that being said, these are the martyrs for today who love God more than themselves. At Salamanca in Spain, St. John of St. Facundus, confessor of the order of Augustinians, renowned for his zeal for the faith, for holiness of life, and for his many miracles. At Rome, on the Aurelian Road, during the persecution of Decius and under the prefect Aurelius, the birthday of the holy martyrs Basilides, Serenus, and Nabor, and Nazareus, who were soldiers, who were cast into prison for the confession of the Christian name, scourged with scorpions. I'm not quite sure how that's even done. And finally decapitated. I will say one thing. Each day when I read this, it never ceases to amaze me the ingenuity of man against man to inflict pain and agony on another human being, on another man, woman, or child. It's actually frightening. At Nicaea, in Bithynia, Saint Antonina, martyr who was scourged by order of the governor Priscillian during the same persecution, then racked, lacerated, exposed to the fire, and finally put to the sword. In Thrace, St. Olympius, a bishop, who was expelled from his see by the Arians and died a confessor. At Rome, in the Vatican Basilica, the Pope St. Leo III, this is actually interesting, to whom God miraculously restored his eyes and his tongues after they had been torn out by impious men. In Cilicia, the bishop St. Amphion, a celebrated confessor of the time of Galerius Maximian. And finally, in Egypt, St. Onufrius, an anchoret, who for 60 years led a religious life in the desert, like St. Anthony, and renowned for great virtues and merits, departed for heaven. His admirable deeds were recorded by the abbot Paphnutius. These are the men and women for June 12th who sacrificed their lives for love of the Church, for love of God, for love of us. So as you go through your day today, remember them because they are certainly remembering us in their prayers. Thank you all for joining me this morning. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you and bye-bye.